What's up, man?
What's going on?
Took a long time to get you here.
Took a few attempts to get me here.
Yeah.
But we're here.
But we're here. Appreciate you coming out.
Thank you for having me.
How you doing?
I'm well. How are you?
You seem mischievous.
It's a good word for her. She's not there.
I'm chilling.
Oh, hey, how y'all doing? What's good? It's Kevin Cannon, publisher, Makin It magazine, founder of the membership. We're doing this interview series. And so I was supposed to be interviewing my man Gambino about Meet the Underdogs. And he was telling me about this artist he was working with. And so I was like, we'll bring her through. Because there's this thing in the music industry where we often talk about how this is a relationship business, but often when you see interviews, it's always with one person. So you always get one side of the story and you don't really get to learn the relationships and understanding the relationships. And for a lot of independents, because you only see one side of the story, you think everybody's doing everything solo. Like, you know about a Russ, but you don't know about a Makin It. Like, you see a 21 Savage, but you don't know about a Meezy. And so I feel it's important to, when we introduce artists, to also introduce someone that's on their team, the manager, the publicist, someone that they've been working with, so that people can see more of the relationships that exist in the industry and how things come together. Sure. So I'm going to talk to you about the Meet the Underdogs and all that stuff later. Right now, tell us about your artist.
So I'm sitting right here next to a living legend, MaiaDaPlug. I've been working with her for about a year now. Shout out to T-Hood. He kind of like hit my phone and was like, hey, bro, you know, T-Hood is one of my artists as well. He hit my line and was like...
Haters hate T-Hood?
Yeah.
That T-Hood?
Yeah. Okay. Percolator.
Okay.
Slut Bitch.
God damn.
Yeah, all those crazy songs.
Like, yo.
Yeah. So he pretty much hit my line. He pretty much hit my line and was like, bro, this artist that I'm rocking with right now, bro, you know, she's serious about her craft. She's ready to invest. And he was like, you know what I can do for people. So he sent me her, and shoot, literally the first day we linked up, it was just like literally, we've been good since then.
Okay. So, the cosign. Explain how important the cosign is, because it's like getting that learning about her through a trusted source, someone that you already have.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. A cosign, like majority of my clients of who I have and who I work with, it literally comes from somebody being like, Gambino, this is somebody you need to work with and make it happen. Because I just don't know people. I don't trust people, you know, and it just be hard for me to open up like my resources and what I have going on to people that I don't know, for real. So I feel like if somebody was to tell me like this is somebody that they rock with and those are good people to me, I'm kind of trust it a little bit more than just some random person like beating down my line like let's work.
Right. So the inbox, DM, the let's work, like random links, flame emoji. Let's tap in. You need me on your show. I'll pack that bitch out.
I hate all that.
Things don't work.
Don't tell me what you gonna do. I hate that. I hate when people be giving me whole life stories about what they gonna do, what they've done. It's like, dude, I don't care for real. It's like what are we about to do, you know? But yeah, no, I think the cosign thing is like a little bit better for my mental. Not saying that I don't like take on clients who don't hit my DMs or whatever, but it's kind of like a longer drawn out process. You know, I have to listen to their music. I have to go around them, see how they are, ask people about them from like, you know, most of the time, some people who might hit me, we might have some mutuals, and some of those mutuals might be people that I might actually know and have known for a long time. So I hit them up and be like, hey, this person such and such, what's going on? And my people gonna give me the tea for real. You know, they gonna tell me how they are, and yeah, and so I just pick and go from there.
Okay. And that's interesting because we were just kind of talking about before we started filming, in terms of like what we do with the magazine, like as far as featuring people in the magazine and stuff like that. Like we don't charge to post people on our page. We never charge people to post on our page. We don't charge to be in the magazine, to be on the cover, none of that stuff. All that stuff is earned, but it's like you gotta subscribe.
One simple step.
One simple step. And so, but that goes to like what I've noticed, and I try to explain this to artists often is, like the good people in this industry put up gates. Like there are no more gatekeepers in the industry. So now it's not just the gatekeeper and now you're in the industry. Now everybody got their own individual security system.
For sure.
Because it's too many fuck niggas out here.
Yeah, for sure.
So you have your way that you like, hey, like I prefer it to be a referral from a trusted source. But if it ain't, then I need to see your paper.
It's a whole screening process.
Yeah, it's a different situation. So T Hood told you about what she had going on, told you, like, gave her a good stamp. What was the first record that you heard from?
Double Back.
Double Back?
Yes. When I heard that record, I was like, ooh, this is dope, because the beat was hard. The way she delivered it, it was like, it made me believe, like, whatever she was talking about in that song, like, it just made me, like, her image and how she was when I met her, it matched that. So I was like, it's not forced. It's like no forced character here. This is like really her. So like, yeah, like when I heard that song, I was like, and I take that back. No, I don't. I heard Double Back, but it was one song. You had the bar with the Kevin Hart. What song was that?
CC's.
Yeah, CC's. I heard this song, and she said a nice bar in the CC's joint, and I was like, this probably will go over a lot of people's head, but I actually watched the movie, and I get what the hell she's saying, like, you know what I'm saying, like, so it kind of like it put me in a space of like, okay, so she know how to play around with her wordplay a little bit, which I think is dope because people just be rapping and they don't even know what they be saying or they talking about the same thing. But when I heard that, I was like, okay, like I can give this girl a chance. She's pretty dope.
Okay. All right. So, what was the name of that song? CC's. So CC's gave you a little more insight into like outside of just the records, more so her as an artist and her potential, like from hearing like
for sure. If you listen to the song, it describes her like it's her to a T.
Okay.
How I feel like it's her to a T.
All right. So here's I'm gonna throw it to you. Like those two records, CC's. Do you remember who produced it?
No, it was a YouTube producer.
It was a YouTube producer?
Yes.
Okay.
YouTube won again. YouTube whooping ass, man.
Only song on that project that was from like a producer off YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Because most of the time, a lot of people email me beats and stuff like that, or I know a lot of producers as well. So that was like literally the only song I got for deep beat off YouTube.
Now Double Back, who produced that?
Roland.
Yeah. Okay. So can you tell the story? What is Double Back about?
So Double Back was my single that I was pushing off my project Melanin's Enigma. And
hold on, slow down. Say that slowly.
Melanin's Enigma.
Okay.
Giving the meaning. What's the meaning?
Melanin, we all black. We got melanin, is what I am. And then Enigma is just like something you kind of like, it's mysterious, kind of you trying to understand it, but you can't really for real. So I feel like that's what I am. Type shit. It's kind of hard to understand me, and I'm true to my black skin at the end of the day. And melanin is about like, they absorb shit. Like melanin absorbs, like it's all about being black absorbs. So it's all about that, soaking in information, all that good shit, and learning me. But when it came to Double Back, it was like I had made a couple of songs when I was 19 and I liked it, but I knew I needed to focus on learning the business of music first. So I did that. I took a couple of years off and learned the business, and I did public relations for a while and did interviews and stuff like that. And then I came back to music after I felt like I was very knowledgeable for the behind the scenes, and that was kind of like me just doubling back. And that was the
learn not to spit just raw gum in somebody's trash can?
They don't tease that part.
That's staying in. All right, so
That's funny.
So now, all right, that's interesting because you're doing a good job when you interview. Like you as far as articulating yourself and like the being behind the record and everything. And so as you got into it, it was like, oh, that makes sense that you have some experience in public relations. Because often, like when we interview, it's an interesting thing when we interview artists. it's like it's never like in between. It's always
like pulling teeth.
Yeah. Like, all right. So here's the thing. So with that record, it was off of the Melanin's Enigma. Mm-hmm. What was the process of creating that record? Like, did you kind of have the thought for the record as soon as you heard it, or was it like a slower process?
So when I first heard the beat, I probably had the beat since 2019, and I dropped the record. What was that? 2021, 2022. Something like
2021.
21. I dropped it December 2021.
Pandemic years. That's like,
exactly. You feel me? So I heard it.
Fuck up everybody's calendar.
I'm talking about what? I know, like what year is it? But no, bro. I think I started in 2019, and I was the producer I was dating at the time. So when he's like, I'm like, I want to make music. That's what I want to do type shit. So he sent me the beat. I made this beat for you. Okay, cool. I heard it, laying in bed, and I started writing to it type shit, like instantly. Like the first couple bars was the first things I wrote. I'm like, oh, I need to go to the studio. You know what I'm saying? Like, I missed this shit a lot. So I just, you know what I'm saying? It took me like a couple months, and I got back to it, and then what forced me to just like get back into like just music solely, it was like honestly after my grandma passed, like it was nothing else I could think about. It was either go that way or focus on what I need to focus on. You know what I'm saying? So that's what made me force double back out of me type shit. I had to.
Okay. Now you said you were dating the producer at the time.
Yeah.
Are you still with the producer?
No.
All right, so here's the question. Mm-hmm. Did the split sheet change?
Oh, so,
Did you handle the publishing first?
So when it comes to that, like I said, I took my time to be knowledgeable behind the business, which I did that for him too, because he didn't know how to make money off his beats, or when somebody dropped a song on his beat. I taught you that, so automatically I'm 100%. That's all me still. It was 100% when we was together. It was 100% mine afterwards.
I want you to look at the camera with all that gangster.
It was 100% mine when we was together, nigga, and it's 100% mine afterwards. Call the judge. Fuck you talking about.
Take that shit to trap.
I'm telling you.
All right, so you heard this record, and it's like you bought in. And it made you a believer. How did you approach, because it was a referral from T Hood. Mm-hmm. So how did the referral from the T Hood turn into actually working together? What was that first interaction conversation?
I came to her Pink House performance when she was doing Double Back.
Don't do that. I ain't do double back.
I'm saying I'm so sorry. She's right. She didn't.
We're gonna turn this into a game show.
She didn't.
You know your heart.
Right. All she got to do is refresh my memory. All she got to do is that, because it was. I have a bad memory. Yeah. It wasn't Double Back. It was. Don't say nothing because I wanna. It was.
Insert.
Nah. Unholy Flow.
Mm-hmm. Okay. There we go.
Unholy Flow. Okay. It was Unholy Flow. And look, I got bad memory, but yeah, Unholy Flow. And like when I heard the beat, because I didn't hear that song, so when I heard the beat, and then like I just seen how like she presented herself, like she was in the all white, she looked good. Her friends around her had on all black, so it was like she stood out as like the artist. I was like, yo, this totally makes sense already. And then the fact that she was tall, it was like, damn, she tall. Like it's not. She's tall. She's tall as hell. Especially when she put on like
some heels too.
Yeah, the actual stuff that she wears. Like she be taller than me. I'm 6'3".
You are?
Yeah. So yeah, like so. Yeah. I don't know. You're pretty short, my guy.
It's been so long since I've seen you. And it ain't been like in passing. Like I think last time I seen you was at Revolt. Like
last year, right?
Like year before last.
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, 6'3". But so like when I seen her and she was like up there, I was like, it's just something about a tall. Yeah, like she's tall, you know what I'm saying, and like how she deliver her stuff, she know how to present her stuff, and like everything she was talking about, she was like really living. So I was like, okay, yeah, I can rock with that. That was my first experience from her, and from like I said, from that day forward, it was like history. It was just like working from there.
All right. So you had a cosign from D Hood. This random nigga showed up at your video shoot.
Right. I want to know this story.
Should make you big or whatever.
I ain't even do all that.
Oh no, you can't be no.
Yeah, I ain't do all that.
It was more like that. It was more
I'm
like
here. I'm just here.
You know my name out in these streets. So how was his presentation to you? Like when he first approached you about your music. What was your impression?
Exactly what I needed. I like people that's about their business because I'm about my business. Like I'm not just I'm gonna tell you what I want to do. Don't want you to just say okay. I want you to send okay, do X, Y, and Z, and then I'm gonna do X, Y, and Z, and then you know what I'm saying, be there at the end of that, and you know what I'm saying, that makes sense. And he was there, so type shit. Once he texted me like you need to do this, that, and the third, I did this, that, and the third, and he was like, okay, bet, I see you on that. And I just need somebody to guide me, and the fact that he was willing to do so, you know what I'm saying, from the get-go was like, okay, I like you. Thank you.
That's an interesting thing about I had this conversation. Like, often artists are looking for management, and it's like, you know, most artists who are looking for management don't have anything to manage.
Right.
They don't have cash flow coming out of this stuff.
Shit.
And it's like more often you need guidance. You just need someone to point you in the right direction and to show you like you know, if you go climb Mount Everest, they got Sherpas. They got people who that's all they do. It's like, nah, you don't walk over there, you'll die. Like, guide you where you need to be.
Type shit.
And so when it comes to like, I think that relationship often with the artist have to be someone who also can take advisement from someone else.
Facts. Because some people, I mean, just in my experience, I've had people who paid me, who wanted me to do all that and guide them, and it's like, you really don't even want me to guide me. It's like you trying to tell me, a person who really knows what to do and who's done it plenty of times and help people, show you the way, but you want to do it your way. It's like, and I'm all for people trying to be different and do it their way, but low key, the same recipe works for everybody.
A sandwich is a sandwich.
Yeah, man.
Something here, something here.
Yeah, if you probably don't want no tomatoes on your sandwich, you can take that out. You know what I'm saying? You can take out. I don't want to record at no studio because I can record at home. You know, like, but the process and what you got to do is literally the same for every single artist. Yeah. I don't care who you are.
Yeah. No, I definitely. That's an ongoing thing that we have this conversation about. And so it's like, you know, when it comes to that management thing, it's like, are you manageable though?
Right.
And it's like, and when you ask the artist, like, hey, this is what I need from you, they're going to be here for this interview, or you need to go for this photo shoot, and they're late, or you don't follow up with the person because you don't think they're big enough, all these different things, where it's like, it's too many people performing, so I'm not going to show up.
Right.
All of a sudden, any little thing like that, it turns into, like, I feel like a situation where, as you said, like, you have people that are there to guide you, but if you're not following, they'll hold you accountable for their destination, but not hold themselves accountable for following your advice. Mm-hmm.
For staying in the lane.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
So no. So here's the question. I want you both to think about this. I want you to think about a time where you had disagreed on the path forward.
Between me and her?
Yes, like y'all was talking about something. It was like a show. It was a song. It was a beat. It was a section. Don't answer yet. Just think about it.
I don't need to think about it.
No, all right, but
Me either, because I just said it. I feel like I'm that artist he was just talking about, but also he can't say that that's me because we're always on the same page. Like,
For sure.
Type shit. Right. You feel me? Like, we're always on the same page.
Yeah, the most that I was going to say was, like, literally we had a discussion about, she has a single called Jewelry Banks that's out that I really love. I love it. I know what it can do. But she told me, like, the back end intel stuff of what's going on with that record, and I quickly understood. It's like, well, shit, all right, fuck it. You got another record that can be bigger than that, so let's go with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think it's never been like oh no, I'm not doing that, or I can't do that, or it's literally been, all right, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm with it. I'm with it. I'm with it.
From performing.
Yeah, like you don't need to be performing, like, cause you know some of these artists out here, bro, they'll get so caught up in trying to perform every single week, and it's like, bro, you're devaluing yourself. Yeah. You know, like she had her first solo show herself, and it was raining. Hella folks came out. I was like, after that, girl, you just shown that you can do what you can do. There's no point for you to just be performing at everybody's stuff if it don't make sense.
Yeah.
So, like, yeah, we be on point.
I just had a similar conversation with one of our members up in Baltimore. Like, he's actually on the cover of the most recent issue. Shout out to Ali.
Shout out to you, dog.
But it's like that thing where, like, I think for most independent artists, there's nothing that makes you feel more like an artist than being on stage.
I agree. That's my favorite part.
Yeah, and so it's hard to pass that up. Mm-hmm. But in not passing it up, mm-hmm. then you turn it into a thing where it's harder for you to make money off of it. Mm-hmm. It's like, for me, like, with a lot of the stuff I do consulting work, but I do like a lot of free consultations, like, just because, I'll stop and chop it up with someone like, all right, yeah, you might want to talk to this person. I'll give you game just like you paid me.
Right.
I want to see you win.
Right. Just like some quick advice.
Yeah.
And see if you're going to take this and do something with it.
Yeah. But in that is like when they feel like they already got it.
Right.
There ain't no need to pay for it. Or now it doesn't have the same value because if it was really that sauce, you would have charged it.
Right.
And so it's like as an artist, it's a thing that you love, but the consumer doesn't understand that. Mm-hmm. So it's like if I see you everywhere, when you have your show, oh man, it's raining. I'll catch her next week because I know she gonna be at Bonfire. Whatever it is. It's like wherever you
giving people too many options, man.
Yeah.
They don't want that either.
Nah, definitely. And so that was like you said that was one of the things where there was a little disagreement, but it wasn't a disagreement because y'all ultimately were on the same page when you had the complete picture of things. So you had another one, or was it the same one?
Not necessarily. I would say just that one incident where at his event, this guy threw up on me and everybody wanted me to come back. And I'm just like, I'm not doing that. I just got threw up on.
That was a wild night. It was a lot going on.
But other than that, no, we really be on the same page. But everybody was like very adamant, like, bitch, go shower and come back. Like, I'm like, no. No, that was a lot. Like, no, just stay home.
So we need background.
Ain't no background. Dude was just, all I know is dude was drunk. He was throwing up all over the place and threw up all over her. And her outfit was it was nice. She came up out of that black trench thing. I was like.
And if you want to see the outfit, it's in me and T Hood's video, Late Night Vibe.
Yeah, like it was like she snapped on the outfit. So I can understand why she was mad, but it's like, people on our end, we like, man, shit.
Check that shit out.
Yeah, certain artists there.
I'm like, do you see how good I look?
I guess it's just the female side of things, because like we just look at certain artists, like you got 50 Cent, you got certain people, they might lose their parents a day before, but still go rock out a show, So, but I totally understood it, man. And me, I'm not a big pressure of people. If you don't want to do it, oh well.
What was the event that this was at?
My first show of the year, my Meet the Underdogs concert.
Okay, so in my head, I'm just thinking like, so you put a lot of time and effort into this outfit.
I did, because I put a lot of time and effort into all my performances. I had dancers. I usually have dancers, you know what I'm saying? I go rehearse and all that shit. You get what I'm saying? I picked my outfit out, like, I got my hair done. Like, I think about this shit. I don't just show up.
So here's the thing. Just take a shower. And you could have just took a shower.
I could have just washed her arms off.
But then it's like, what do you put on after that?
You feel me?
Oh yeah, nah.
You get what I'm saying?
It wasn't nothing that she could have worn that would have looked better than that outfit.
You
I'm not
feel me?
gonna.
This was specifically for
Just show back
that.
up in some sweats, like, all right, nigga threw up on me.
Next outfit, no,
she definitely looked like the littest artist. Like her outfit made her look like a star that night. She would have got on stage, people would have been looking like, because people when she took her jacket off, you could just tell people looking like, who is this?
I wasn't headlining, but I was towards the end.
No,
you feel me? Like, motherfuckers is there, and this motherfucker's there for me too.
Yeah.
I was so sick. Oh my God.
So, like, moving forward, what is y'all vision in terms of career and what y'all have going on?
I would like to answer that, but I want to hear her. I want to hear your opinion. What's your vision?
Well, my vision is, we kind of already talked about this when that one situation.
We had it. All right, this is making it. We're making it right now.
The thing is, Gambino isn't going anywhere, and he's not allowed to go anywhere because, I'm big on my loyalty and people that help me get to where I want to be in life, and he is very important to me. So personally, for me, I want a distribution deal, to help us with marketing and shit like that and putting my music out there more, because I feel like we have everything else. I really feel like we connect. We know how to push music. We know the business behind it. I make good music. I'm a good artist. I look good. You know what I'm saying? We need the capital and the distribution.
I love how women throw that in there. I look good. You don't need to do that. Yo, you see the six pack?
Right. People are like, I don't care. What's your pockets like? Is your pockets nice, my guy?
The funniest thing I heard, it was I can't remember, it was an artist, it was a line, it was niggas got all that ice on, that's just the male version of a BBL.
Right.
Damn, it is.
Right.
Take all that shit off, nigga, what you really think, right?
So, what is your vision? What do you see?
If I was to see into the future, it would be definitely that, getting her back active, because just being honest, she's slowed down a little bit for personal reasons, and that's just that's life sometimes. But she's still that artist, what she done last year with her project, over 100,000, close to 200,000 some streams organically, just working her project, putting out visuals, interviews, flying state to state with me to do different shows and networking with other artists, being a real face in the room and connecting with the people who she need to connect with. I think once we get that back active and get her numbers back right, getting into a great distribution deal with a company that actually wants to really believe and invest into her, like we said, marketing wise, to really blow something up so we can go into a bigger situation and keep pushing her, because she has a record right now. It's so nasty and I love it. Yeah, it's a nasty record, but Nasty's winning right now, and her nasty is
Is this record on a scale of 1 to 10?
10.
Oh my God.
Yeah. It's 10. The record's a 10. The nastiness of the record is a 10. But it's I don't know how to explain it though. But it's still a great record.
Right.
It is not. It's not
It's not giving WAP though.
Yeah. It's I don't know how to.
It's WAP on a scale of 1 to 10.
WAP is
I'd say a 5, 6.
You feel like WAP compared to my song is a 6 and mine's a 10?
Yours is definitely a 10. That song is definitely a 10. If you hear it, you'll be like, girl, you nasty.
Hey, listen,
wow.
Those sound came from T-Hood.
Right.
And T-Hood
is nasty.
I was hey, T-Hood.
Come on, man.
Come on, man.
The song called Slut Bitch.
I said when before the ATL Top 20, I hadn't been outside in a while.
Right.
So I was like, oh my God.
Right. So, and we're comparing, WAP is literally just talking about this wet ass, that's cool, but nah, throughout her whole song, it's literally, at her show, her mom was looking like,
it's gushy.
right, her mom recorded looking like, oh my God. And I'm over here running her mom it's okay, it's a hit though. I'm running her mom it's a hit though.
Pastor Jackson was
Yeah, man. Nah, Pastor would have been Pastor would have left.
He would have had to go.
Yeah, Pastor would have left in his Rolls Royce. Because ain't no way he's standing to listen to this filth.
Oh my goodness. All right. So this is the last thing before we get out of here. I know y'all got some things I gotta take care of. What advice would you give to up and coming independents, artists, professionals, just coming up in this industry in regard to trust? Because the key thing that I'm sensing is trust. So is when you say something, you trust in it. When you say that you're going to do something, trust in it. And it's the thing where I find what seems like where a lot of people hit those patches is when that trust isn't there, and that's what leads to that even though we have a difference of opinion, us not being able to find common ground because the trust is gone. Mm-hmm. So do you feel like that trust is something that it's like either you have it or you don't, and if it's ever a point where it's lost, can it be regained? And how much of it is on the other person, and how much of it is on choosing to trust?
I mean, the advice that I would give, like, just being honestly, like, I feel like the music industry and what people trying to get into is like nothing's ever really gonna go your way. So I feel like trust is like you got to go anytime you go into something, you're going into it taking a risk. So your trust have to be into it 100%. If you're not trusting the process 100% of what you got going on, it might be some fuck ups in there just because you don't trust the process. That's how I feel. I feel like it might be some people out there who might, in their head, they create certain stuff because they don't trust it out back to where those bad things are going to happen because you're not trusting it. And it's like it's slapping you in the face like you better trust it or it's not going to go right. So I would say, like best advice is if you're going to go into something, go into it having money and understanding that, okay, I'm investing into something, but it might not be what I want it to be. But I'm going to go into it in an open heart, like, okay, I'm going into it, I'm going to do my part, and I just pray to this person. Because, I mean, the point that I'm at in my career, I still come across new people that want to come into the industry that I have to trust, and they might burn me. They might burn me, and it might be my client's money. You know what I'm saying? And now I have to patch that up some type of way. So, I mean, it's the music industry, man. You either going to go 100% or you going to go 50%. And if you go 50%, you're really not even going to get what you want for real.
Right. I agree with all that.
Well, I know what I have to say. I just feel like when it comes to trusting in the music industry as an independent artist, you literally just have to trust yourself and your gut. I feel like it starts there, because if you don't trust you, why trust anybody else for real? Because your mind gonna tell you what's going on every single time. Like, for real. Don't second guess that bitch. Your gut is gonna tell you what's going on. So, like, if I feel like I need to work with this person, I will. If I feel like this person on some sketchy shit, I'm just not doing that. Like, and I stand on principles at the end of the day, too. So you got to stand for something to fall for anything. So...
And people just need to do a little bit more research. I feel like people be just so eager to get into something, they don't even do no research on the people that they're
thirsty.
Yeah, just thirsty for an opportunity. For any opportunity, you're willing to go for anything. And it's like they literally don't do no research. So another advice would be like, just do research. Like, figure out the person. And honestly, you could do research, and people might be like, that's a good person, and you might deal with that person. That person might do you wrong because they might not even value you for real. They just want the money. You know what I'm saying?
I know plenty of people work at labels, got all the credentials.
And they gonna burn you just because. Because
you're nobody.
Yep, exactly. So
you can't do that. And that was one of the things when we started the membership. Like, I've had to make phone calls when I'm like, nah, he's one of us. Like,
right. Yeah, no, for sure.
His money back.
For sure. But
it's like, but when you out here alone, independent, and there's no recourse. All you can do is tweet your displeasure.
But that's why they say sometimes as an artist, like, people want to look down on like companies like me and yours, like artist development consultant, but if you go to the right company, we already had our relationships with people where they're not going to do us like that. Yeah. They might do y'all like that. Yeah. They're not going to do us like that because we done built those relationships over years and proven to bring them artists that's going to actually do their part, So I think people just need to sometimes be like, all right, my stuff is going like how I kind of wanted to. I want to get with somebody who can, like, as I go into the next step of my career, get with somebody who can make those calls to me and things will happen like how I really want them to.
I think interesting, one of the things I feel like come to terms with is a lot of artists don't understand the difference between needing something and something being able to help. And it's like, and I'm honest with it, like, yo, you don't need us. You don't need what we do. You can be fine without us. Plenty of people who are successful, but that doesn't mean that it ain't helpful. And so often it's like looking for help, and you can't figure out why you're having a trouble with this, getting over this hump. And it's like you have all the tools around you, but you don't necessarily need them, so you never put them into play or access them. So hopefully this was an enlightening interview for you guys. Let the people know where they can follow you, where they can send that inbox to try to get down on the team. And what was the name of this egregious record that you have? That's like the
nasty one.
The nastiest,
What I like.
the filthiest.
It's called What I Like.
What I Like. That sounds like that might be all right. Like you can't even at least whop. Like what is a whop? And then you read it in parentheses. Okay, I might not want to play that.
You feel me?
When the mom's in the car, I'm like, but what I like is like, oh, the kids listening to what I like. And then
You already dancing and you ain't heard the record. That's how I know it's on to something. Watch, I'm gonna play it for you.
No cap. But you can follow me on Instagram, Meet the Underdogs. The agency is the 333 Agency. Any link in our bio. The website is agency333.com. You can submit your music there. My team, they always in the emails listening to new music. Most of y'all music be trash, so that's why we probably don't be emailing back. But if it's good, you know what I'm saying, we gonna find you on Instagram, we gonna follow you, you know what I'm saying? It is up! For sure.
What's up? It's your girl, Maya the motherfucking plug. May not be your plug, but I am the plug, baby. Ask about me. Make sure you follow me on Instagram at MaiaDaPlug with 2 G's. Period.
She likes some nasty shit.
Wait till y'all hear this record. Wait till y'all hear this record, man. Wait till y'all hear this record.
Yeah. Nasty ass baby.
Right.
Nasty ass.
Just nasty.